Hello folks, welcome back to Harrison Lego Minifigures and Accessories, and I'm Brian Harrison with Harrison Lego Media. That's right. Well, today we're going to get started on building this office. It's an accessory, that's why I think I decided to put it here, even though there is some building to it. It's just, I guess, cool to have the ability to have some more accessories, but these are building accessories where you have to put them together, and I don't think it'll take us long to build, so we'll get into it. But before we get started, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, leave a like on the video, hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. If you're on Rumble, please don't forget to follow us there as well. Hit the like and comment section. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And let's get started. So today we are building this office set, and we're looking at the box. Look at this. This is kind of cool. It's from Brickloot. You can go www.brickloot.com. I wasn't there. I got this off Amazon, so maybe I'll have to go there and check them out. Maybe we'll see what the future holds, see what I can do. Okay, but anyway, this is great to get started, and then I could probably build my own offices later. The only problem I would have with it is the computer stuff. They come with the computer stuff, so that's probably why I wouldn't mind ordering this again. But other than that, look what you're getting. It's this is for my town hall. So this is what's gonna run in my building I already built on one tower, or one base plate slash one tower is town hall, and I already have a hospital. I have an empty spot that I had already set aside for like the town hall for my small one base plate town, which is on a 32 by 32 base plate, and there you go. It's the size down from a 48, I think, by 48 base plate. I think that's what the size is. I said 64 before. I don't think it's 64 base plate because that's going to be huge, but it'd be like 48 by 48, which I think is their biggest base plate for Legos or any Lego brand. But they usually love 32 by 32. Anyway, so that's why I built my Lego city, because that's what I could do, and I'm excited about it. I'm glad I was able to do that. Anyway, let's get started in building. Let's get started. We're gonna get started building this office, but before we get started, here you go. We like to look at the bottom. Let's flip it around, maybe so you could actually read it a bit. But there you go. That's, warnings, choking hazards for not for children under 6 years old. You may want to look at that. If your child is fine with it, that's fine, up to you, but at least they're warning you about the small pieces and stuff. And then here's your office again on the side, and sometimes it's not that, it's just like the same repeat. So like, let's say here, this one's not the same repeat, so there you go. Brickloot is a monthly subscription box, so I guess you could get you can get a subscription box for Brickloot. I don't know if I'll ever have the money for that, but there you go. And then of course the back is the same as the front. They're all the same together, front, back, they're all the same. So there you go. This is cool. It's a cool idea. They have bathroom sets. Anyway, it's really cool for bricks and stuff. I would love to finish my tower and get more of these things, but let's open this. Let's open our. This is my first set like this that involves furniture and stuff like that. But I want to build this and get this to my town hall. My town hall needs something like this. Needed an office, and this is what I found. I found something else at the time, but it was gone. So this is what I settled on because it's been there forever. The other office, I think, is like gone, and it was really cool. It came with like coffee shop and stuff, and I could have used the other pieces for building bricks. But there you go. So we got the box. That's out of the way. Here you go. Here's your instructions. Cool. You can duplicate it if you wanted to. I think if you could find the pieces or stickers, probably reduplicate it. There's your stickers. That is cool. Okay, well, stickers go under with me. There's this. Okay, go next to me, I guess. That's what I should say. Here's your bag. Okay. Okay, so let's look at what is involved in our office build today. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I love doing this. This is actually really fun. It just, Lego, gets expensive, and so we'll see, we'll see how much I can be able to build over the years, or it may take some time. I may have to build in sections and then build again. That's a possibility too. I'll always try to build something or do something with Lego for this channel, but we'll see what we're actually able to get involved in. Okay, I may need that box, but we'll get there. Okay, so there's our instructions. They're big, they're out there, they're a piece of paper, which is fine. I'll keep them because now I do definitely like keeping my instructions to do stuff. Okay, I'm gonna keep quiet. We'll open the bag, we'll dump all the contents out. Alright, there you are. We're done with that. We're done dumping the contents out. Here we go. Look at all that. Okay, they're not numbered. So yeah, so there's a lot of little bags in this. They're not numbered. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing necessarily. I don't think it's too bad. Okay. So, but we got to get building. Here, let's move that over there. Alright, let's just open. I'll be quiet while we open. Oh, come on, if I could open it. Alright, hold on. Alright. Here, get it. Let's see. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Alright. Dump this out on the table. That's bag one. Here's another bag. Alright, bag two. Bag three. Oh, come on. There we go. Bag four. Come on. All the little pieces. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we are. Another bag. I think this would be bag four. Alright, here we go. And we have bag five or something like that. Yeah, anyway. Here we go, let's open it. Alright. Okay, folks. Okay. So this is what we have. I'm going to move it up there a bit so we have some room. Okay, so what do we have? We got to start this office build out. So, let's get going. And then we don't have to hunt and dig and find out certain pieces are in certain places. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We gotta start it out on the table there. Drop the camera a little bit lower there. Okay, don't want too low because then I can move and do stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Curved piece. There's two pieces and a curved piece, which is one of these just for this little office area. So we have to kind of connect the two. We gotta kind of connect these together. And I'm gonna do it this way because that's just you want to build this on a table, I guess. That's not gonna be too bad. I think this is gonna be a perfect little office for what I'm trying to do. Alright, for my town hall. Yes, so my town, I'm pretty proud of my little Lego town. That's just, why not? Why wouldn't you be pretty proud of your own little Lego town? At least I have something, and I'm proud of that. I mean, I don't have like, don't expect it's not gonna be famous like some of the other YouTubers who do really, really cool cities and towns. Mine's not that cool, but I love what I've done. Even though it's not that cool, I love what I've done because I hope for the future. I hope that one of these days I could make it that cool, but it takes time. So it may take me a while. It may take me time for a while. Then I'll speed up or something. I don't know. You never know what's gonna happen, folks. You never know. So, yeah. So I'm just pretty excited about doing all this. Let's see. Okay, that's just what it is. Okay. Let's see here. I want to look around. I want to look at the pieces I got. Oh, okay. Oh. Cool. I guess that's how they all are. Okay, good. Okay. Now we know. Okay. I just was worried about some of the pieces here, but they're not bad. They're just these two are different than what Lego really has, but that is fine. I still love it. I think this office set is going to do what I want it to do, and that was to... I've never really had, even in a city I did build, I never actually had a town hall, okay? I just never did. Alright, let's put these together, and let us get... Okay, let's get the two pieces first. I want to make sure I get it right. Let's do this. Yeah, so I never really had town hall. My town mayor at the time, when I first built my Lego city, which is on an old channel called iHome Entertainment, there's a Lego playlist just of Lego stuff that I did early on when YouTube, you just did for me anyway, I just mixed it with everything. I didn't have different channels like I do now. I just put whatever I felt like uploading, whether it was Lego or, you know, but it all had a playlist though, so that was cool. It all had a playlist, so you at least could go by playlist for like Lego and stuff like that. You didn't, if you watched Lego, you could just watch hours of my, or you could watch, I would say hours at the time of my Lego, and it would just be on what if you just picked the playlist. So that was cool. But now it's kind of nice to just have a Lego channel like this, and this has been running for about a year, at least. Yeah, about a year at least as of the recording of this video. So at least about a year. So yeah. But I'd done it before, then stopped, and I missed it. You know, I love Lego. Lego is a great building. It's a great way to build and a great way to, you know, enjoy life, right? I enjoy building with Lego. I enjoy animating with it. I felt like it was easy to animate it and stuff like that. So, but my town did not really have a town hall. My mayor mainly ran the town hall, if you want to call it, or town out of his home. You know, because that's where he would have. He would have had office in his home, and he did have a nice little home, a kind of nice home at the beginning. That's why I said, I did have some of those creator homes that they created at the time. I wish they'd come back and create more of them. They were full homes, not partial homes, not half houses. They were what Lego was doing at the time, which was a good idea, to be honest. Which was basically a full-blown house, like a real cool, like a real house, basically, in my opinion. And it was awesome. I loved them. I wish they'd bring them back, but that's a wish that maybe it's just on me, mostly. But yes, I wish they'd bring them back. So anyway, yeah, so I didn't really have a town hall. I mean, I just didn't. I think I planned on having one in the future, but I just didn't have one. So that was kind of one of those, you know, just one of those. You know, one of those things that it would happen eventually, you know, and it did. It happened. Well, it happened. I mean, it didn't actually happen. I wish it would have happened. It's happening now. If that's what I want to say about, you know, is it's happening now. Okay, so we got to put in a 4, which goes to the end. And then we gotta put 2. I gotta read this. I gotta read this a little bit. So yeah, it's happening now. It's being. Look what I'm doing now. So, but this time it's actually in. I have my city in because I don't have the space to. That's another thing. If you want to build a Lego city, you may not be able to build a big Lego city. So what I'm encouraging people to do is, if they can, build one that is like what I'm doing. I built one in one base plate, not saying I wouldn't expand on it in the future, and the office could end up becoming an actual office for a business, like a call center or something in the future. But right now, it's going to be my town hall, and it's 2 desks, city mayor, maybe assistant, and that's it, at least in that. So this is cool. This was a cool idea. I'm really looking forward to sticking this in my town hall thing, and you'll see that when I update that and do that. Okay, let's do this. So we got F. So F is one of these little stickers. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, good. So yeah, I want to build, but I call my city, what, F? That's a big sticker. What piece is that? That is that piece. It's just a big sticker for that piece. Amazed how big that sticker is for that piece. Oh well. I may just kind of cramp it on the edges a little bit. Okay. But it'll still work for what I want to do. So there you go. But yeah, it's nice to, you know, grow. And my Lego City, I think I planned on growing. Things didn't happen that way. So now I'm back at it again. So I've been back at it for a while. You can see on the channel I've been back at it. I have some city updates on this channel. C. Let's see what C is. There's sticker. Oh, let's see if we can. There's your stickers. There's sticker C. And so, yeah. So it just. Oh, they're just bigger. Okay. I guess I wish the stickers were a little bit more conducive to the tile. Oh, whoops. Never mind, that was a bad idea. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this. Okay, so I gotta remember, if I put it down, I gotta leave it. It works, it will work for my office, but I just gotta leave it. I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, too much. Okay, the sticker is just there. Okay. It's on there. It's weird, but it's on there. Okay. See, I'm not always that good with stickers. Okay. There you go. So that's a good device for that. Doesn't ruin it for me. I'm happy for it. I'll just gotta remember that from now on. Okay. There's that. And there's this little black dot thingy in the center for where your monitor will go. But for my town, this is going to be kind of exciting to have eventually. Once I build, like I did the hospital, I put a small hospital. That's what I can do. The only good thing about building on a 32 by 32 base plate, of course, with the way I've done it, you could do the full 32. It's the full 32, but there's 2 buildings on the side that I incorporated because my woman liked those buildings. I like the buildings too, but so that's why for my sake too. So on that, I didn't use the full 32 to build the full tower. I would have built the full tower a bit bigger than it is now, but at least it's big enough. And so I am impressed by what I do have that is big enough for what I'm doing. Now, not in the future, who's to say I couldn't attempt to build another tower? Maybe. That would be 32, and then I could probably move some things around maybe in the future. I mean, that could be a thing too. So here, we're trying to push this in the middle. Come on, you can go in the middle. There you go. Yeah, this sticker's gonna be weird, guys. For me, anyway. It's a little large, but I'm gonna keep it on. I'm not gonna mess with it. So when you put it on, just try to get it right off the bat. So, but it is big. It's a big sticker. Okay, so there you go. And then what we do here, we add in another 2. So, but my town hall isn't big. It would be nice to. I've seen some amazing town halls and cities. I'm always impressed. Those are cities that in my Lego world we'd have to visit because we do not have a lot of stuff in our Lego. We have stuff in our Lego town, but we don't have a lot. I mean, we're also building on this stuff. Like this town hall, for instance. I'm building and gathering stuff up. Okay, another 3-piece. So there you go. There it is. So that's the 1 desk, and it says ×2. So we're going to have to build 2 of these. Give me a moment. I'm still going to talk, obviously. Ooh, laptop. That is cool. There's a laptop in here. Okay, I'm gonna fold this up. I'm gonna fold that up. That is cool. Okay, that adds more for my city workers that can work on the table, that don't work in the actual office themselves. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, let's get this. And I think we gotta add it there, like that. Okay. So there you go. There's my mayor's first, or one of my first. It may not be the mayor's, but the mayor or assistant's first desk. Okay. And then we gotta add some stuff. We gotta make it look really cool. Like, I could probably duplicate some of this if I really wanted to. Even if I had an actual town hall, I would still have something like cubicles for like a call center or a workstation for employees that don't need their own office 100%. But my mayor, he works in our town, is small. Like I said, it's on 32 by 32 base plate. It does have stuff going for it. It may have more going for it, which will be easier. But we still send people out to visit the bigger cities, obviously, because you would if you had a chance to, so that they can do more and have fun, right? Okay, so here we go. But right now, this is my little office. This is going to be our first time actually having a real office for town hall. Okay, that's what's going to be really cool about this, is that's what makes me excited. I'm putting all these on first, all these turns, and then we'll put the two. So here's going to be the first desk. Okay, now I need to put the other computer stuff on there, but again, this is what we're going to do. Okay, there, hold on. Let's see if we get this. Come on, camera. Come on. Okay, so there's your first, clue of the desk. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, and for my town hall, this is perfect. I mean, that's what we need. Just something simple. Cool. Alright. So, again, we're going to do this again. So, we're going to stop here. This is just finished up to here. And then we'll continue. But we're going to do this. We're going to do something again. We're going to build the same thing that we built before. But now we're going to, because we got to build two of these. So now we're going to do this. We're going to have this. Another two-piece. And where's the other one? Come on, where are you? Dark. Where's the dark gray? Dark gray, dark gray. Dark gray, dark gray. Oh, dark gray, one more. And one more two-piece. Okay, let's be careful. Alright. Hold on, paper. You can hold on while we build this. Okay. So our first level, again, is to put in some of this stuff. Okay, so let's put in these pieces. But yes, my town, and it's great. I would love to have space for a really larger, maybe not really super large necessarily, but a larger Lego town / city. Actually, we go like this, and we do this, so we can connect everything together. But reality, I remember someone seeing on a video, this is what I like my Lego city to look like, and they showed someone else's. But this is what my actual Lego city look like, which is not. This is what, and that's how sometimes it starts out, is not that great, and it takes time. It could take time to build this stuff, and sometimes, you may not be able to do it all the time. You may have to stop for reasons unknown, or things happen, right? So that's okay, right? It's okay to, or you make some progress. I feel like this time around I'm making some progress with this, and that is right. I feel like we're making good progress, actually. So here we go. That's like this. This will end up in my town hall. Now I want to build my tower a lot larger, and I do have plans similar. Now some of my plans have changed, like the hospital. I added that in. I just had a little medical deal last year, right? It was that way for 2 years. It's just like a little closet, I felt like. Now that little closet's used by the fire department because they all had one room area, and that's how I had to start, right? And I never really had a hospital. I just had a pseudo medical area where they would actually help and send patients forward. Now, if you were saying as a realistically, now they have like medical equipment and things that I've never had before. So that's cool. But realistically, if it was a real hospital, it'd be more like a medical center, and they'd still send people forward because it wouldn't support the people. It's only like the emergency room in one bed, right? But that's how Lego hospitals are anyway. If you want to build a real large or beautiful Lego hospital, you got to put more into it, right? So here we go. This is where we're at again. Look, see, just building more desks, right? This is really, I love this. This is awesome. This is something I've been hoping for, or something. And I had seen this. I was like, oh, I'm hoping for something similar to this. Now I am building this, and that's what I'm saying. You may want to pick up something like this, and this would be just a start. Now, I'm not saying this permanently will have to. It will be permanently in this building. It may not. It may be forever an office, which would be fine, or the town hall, part of the town hall, or if I ever get an actual town hall, which I would love to get an actual town hall. Like even the building, I wish I was around more when the modulars, I saw them off and on, but I wish I was around more and was able to get those modular, because they had a town hall. That would have been awesome to build and awesome to use for my town. And, so I wish I was more around for that type of stuff, but I wasn't at the time, so it's just sad. But it happens, right? So it's fine. It's fine. But at least I'm able to build what I have. I mean, I guess in some ways I just wouldn't have the room for all those, but it'd be fun to build. This would be fun to build them. I mean, I could probably store them away or something, even if I can't display them all the time. But here you go. Here's the office, and this type of little stuff is great. I mean, but this is the first start of this. I'm going to see what I could do with this. Okay. So actually what I need to do, and I skipped that part, I just put it in the end, which is fine. It wasn't a big deal. But I just need to, because they look like drawers or something, little drawers, which, hey, that's awesome. At least they look cool, I guess, for your little office. There you go. Let's see if we can sort of get them in there. There you are. And then where else do we have? We need more flat pieces for this. Okay, there's one more. Where's the other one? Come on, let's get this. Let's get it going. Where's one more? Where is it? Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so yeah. So there you are. There's your office. Again, the other cubicle so far. Just a repeat of what you've done. But it does have a little bit different, and so we will go based on that little bit of difference. And the computers are going to be slightly different, which is fine. It just, it's nice to have a little, so that it looks like it's different, even if it isn't truly different. Because it's the same concept, same idea, but it's cool. You could buy a few of these. What I would do is unless you buy one, at least see if you can replicate it. If you can't, buy a couple. It'd still give you an effect depending on what you're doing with it. Now, I bought one. I don't know if I'll go back. I may go back and buy another one, maybe. I could see me buying another one, but right now, okay, let's do the same stickers. Right now, no. Right now, this is just perfectly fine. Hold of another one, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put, now I may be doing this wrong, but that's fine. I'm just going to put the sticker on, and I'm going to leave it on there. I'm not going to mess with it too much. I'm trying to just at least leave them build things. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. But yeah, so for my town hall, this will be awesome for my town hall level anyway, because it's level in a tower that I built. This will work. This will run my city just fine. My city, again, is not that big. It's not. That's why I've said in some cities it's so cool to see. I saw one person's town hall. I've seen a few, but one that really impressed me that they built themselves, and it had like offices and cubicles. So this isn't too far. It's just the problem is my mayor won't have his actual own office, unless maybe I could in the future. Maybe I could in one of the buildings or build something slightly bigger. But in this small town hall, it wouldn't surprise me, because I've seen cities, small towns. I've seen small towns where they don't always have a big town hall anyway because of the town. The town's not that big. Everything's in one little building. you know, including a small jail, things like that. So it's not like unheard of. And I have a small jail, and it's not unheard of to have some of this. And I have a small police department and all that, you know, in one building, right? And then the stuff will park outside the building and things like that. There is a town that does exist in real life that has, let's look at this, that has everything in one building, and that's really cool. Okay, so there you go. There it is. Okay, let's put this black thing in the center again. Let's see if we can get it in there. I may have to, if it goes away from the camera, sorry, I'm trying to put it in. They're always kind of, I think they're always kind of weird when you're trying to do it. They sometimes go in easy, sometimes they don't. Okay, so let's, come on, let's get you in there. Oh, did I get you in there? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, come on. Let's get you in there. Oh. Okay. But it is exciting to have this, because like I said, my old, even though my town had a few more buildings or ideas, buildings, even though some of them weren't really finished, this one's more finished. This Lego town is more finished, which I like. Here we go. Let's put the little mouse over here. That it's what's portraying anyway. Let's put that little mouse in there. And then let's find that other piece. Where is that other piece? Oh, another laptop. Yeah, so there you go. My town hall is going to be... Yeah, that looks like another laptop. I like it. I like that. Okay, where's the... Is that another one? Or is that just the same one? No, that's another one. See, look at... So look at... We're finding some... These are two, basically, laptops. Here's the suitcase. Maybe my city mayor, which would be me, would carry this. Okay, there you go, of my Lego city. Anyway, here we go. There you go. And that's what's cool about this. It comes with stuff, so I like it. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Here's that computer thing that we can mount. We're finished with this for the most part. Okay, now we're just adding on smooth stuff, and I like that. I mean, Lego used to store all the bricks and stuff. Now everybody's all interested in smoothing them out, and this doesn't look bad. I actually kind of like it. I think it looks kind of cool to have them all smoothed out. Okay. And where is the other turn pieces? Let's see. To flatten this out. Where's the turn pieces? Turn pieces. There's another 2-piece. We'll need that. But I need 2 more turn pieces, what I call, or angled pieces. There you go. And 1 more angled piece. Where's another angled piece? Angled piece, where are you? Oh, nope, that's something else. Angled piece. Okay, there's some drawers here. We'll have to deal with those later. Please, I'm blind. Oh, there it is. Okay, I feel like I'm blind on that one. Nope, I found it. It was hidden. Okay, there you go. So this may actually be his little office cube. So basically, you set them together like this. That is cool. That is a cool way of doing it. You build one at a time. You that's what you basically do. In mine, this one, I think this may be perfect. If not, I could always order extra one. And I think this for my town hall will actually fit and be perfect. And that's just how it runs. I just have 2, you know, the mayor will, my mayor, small town anyway, small budget. My mayor will sit here and here, you know, and his assistant, him here, his assistant, and then he'll work around. You'll see there's a table, there's all kinds of stuff. We're going to get into it. Okay, now before we do all this, before we do all this, that's the weird one, so I think that's assistance. We're going to, okay, I set him off to the side. We're going to do the computer stuff, okay? So there's computer, it's A and B, so there's sticker A, B. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, if you wanted to. I don't think it matters. But I'm going to find out, hold on to that. That paper wants to slide everywhere and I don't want it to. Oh, see, look at, there's another suitcase. So maybe his assistant or something, you know, has a suitcase, or another city worker or something. We'll have to figure it out more. Okay, hold on. This one's not exactly closing. Let's see. Oh, good. Now it closed. Okay, there you go. Laptop, 2 laptops, 2, because that's kind of cool. Alright. Let's see, where are the flat pieces for this computer? I'm looking for flat pieces. I don't want to... I gotta have the 2 flat pieces for the computer. Here's this flat piece that's black. They're black, so that's why... which is awesome. I've seen multiple screens. I think black is common. I think I've seen a few other colors. I have to look at my Lego City, see what colors I have that look like. I think white is another one that they use. So yeah, for monitors and stuff. So yeah, let's see. Where is the other flat black piece? Oh, nope, wrong one. Ooh, let's bring this stuff back over here. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so A, let's put A on. 1, and it doesn't matter, just obviously put them on a tile. And let's see here. This person's playing solitary, I can tell you that. The mayor's playing solitary. Okay, here you go. We're just going to put it on there. It will work. I'm trying to smooth off the edges a little bit. It may not be that great, but it will at least work. And then again, I'm going to do that again with this. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here you are. There you go. Okay. Okay, so there, that's what it looks like. Okay, now we gotta put the computer thing in there. So here we go. So I got the back one, yep. I got the back one first. This is gonna be like the assistant's office. There you go. Now the mayor, once I get it inside the actual part of the town I need to get it into, in the tower part, on that, well, on the high level, I think it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th level of this building, because there's other stuff. Now that 6th level may change. It may become 7 if I decide to put levels between, but for now it's 6. And you could just check it all out. It's on the channel here. I have some city updates. I've done some cool changes with inside a 32x32 base plate. It's amazing what you can do in there. It's amazing what you could at least get in there. And I like the details. Sometimes it's easier to have a smaller space for more details than a huge building where you may never be able to fill it. But it still would be fun to have a bigger building and see if I could fill that. But there you go. This is all your 2 little cubicles, and stick them together. Okay. So I'm gonna set those to the side. Those are done. No more. Put the stickers up against here, and let's see where we go from here. Okay, so we did all that. We built all this. Now we got to get the white piece, and we got to put 4 little pieces underneath. So let's see if we could do this. I know what this is going to become, but let's build it. Let's give it a chance. It'll be great for the office. Okay, it'll be my first one. I like the idea. Sometimes if with ordering this type of stuff. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I can still do it that way, but I'm just gonna go this route first. Sometimes it's nice to get this stuff at least at first, even if you don't buy it consistently. You just get it at first, and then try to. I could have just left that there, but whatever. And then you just try to. Replicate it like this. After this copier, I could probably replicate and build another one, maybe a different color. Okay, so that'd be cool. We're gonna have to see what the holds for my future of my Lego City. I mean, I may be at an end. I mean, I don't know. It'll take time. Again, it'll take time, even with the tower. But at least I'm completing it. At least that's what I feel good about. Is at least I'm completing it. And I would like to see. I would rather have stuff completed than not have stuff completed. I guess if that makes sense. Have stuff that's completed versus not, so it feels like it's actually at least running as a town. And if I happen to add bigger building that I can build more onto, fine. That is also would be awesome. but at least this part, like my town hall, having this type of stuff in the town hall, right? This is really cool. Okay, so there you go. And let's see, what else do we need to build onto this? Okay, so we have a clear piece, and the clear piece sits in the middle. So it looks like, you know, scan piece. This looks like a genuine copier, or it's going to, by the end of it, at least, I think it's going to look good. Okay, there's that piece. Let's see, where's the other piece for my copier? There's that piece. And then you look at the front of it, there's a front piece, flat piece, so there you go. And then here's another piece on top, I believe, yep. And then you have your two pieces to help form your lid. See, like I said, like now I see this, I could probably, the only thing I'd be missing, the only thing that would work against you maybe, unless you get stickers, you could probably get stickers for it. And maybe make your own stickers. I'd like to see if I can make my own stickers, then that may change some things. For some of this stuff, the only thing that would work against you on the copier, and maybe you don't have to use stickers for it, or maybe just find a different way around it. I mean, there's always ways, but it would be exactly like, I have a feeling there's going to be a sticker on the front of this that will make it look actually like a copy machine. So, so let's pull this out. And what are we building here? Okay, we are putting two pieces together for this copier. Yeah, we're not here. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right away, and then we're gonna probably put in. Oh, what? Oh, I could do it that way. Let's do it this way for that one. Let's do it this way for that one. Okay. Where's the white piece? Here you go. And then we gotta do the other thing for the other one. And keep. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the white piece? All right, there we go. And yeah, so you just gotta have fun. I mean, I'm having fun. This is awesome. But yeah, we'll see how far I could build. I eventually will have to stop with my tower, but it will. Hopefully, I want to finish it. I would love to complete it. It may or may. I don't know. I'm more likely to complete it than I would a massive building, just money-wise. Anything with, you know, money-wise and stuff like that. So that's another thing when you build a Lego city. That's a caution of advice, is how much money are you willing to spend, or, you know, on bricks or anything to do it, right? So that's a thing with any Lego city, and or how much money do you have, realistically? Even if you have the space, do you have the money? And some people do, great. If you do, go for it. I'd say go for it. If you have the money, just do it. You know, you do better than me. But if you don't have the money, then building something like simple, like at least building one tower, and where you have some shops, you can put. You can look again. It's on the channel, where you can see that I even mix some shops together. Even like my police and firemen have they share the same office space or area. Also the EMTs share it, sort of. But then most of the hospital stuff, which used to be on that same level, is now, because it's developed over time, is now on like the 5th floor, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the 5th floor. Okay, so yeah, and that could change too, but that's fine. And so, yeah, so I am proud. One thing I'm happy about, I don't know if I want to use the word proud, but one thing I am actually happy about, number E, let's put that on for our copier. One thing I'm actually happy about is the fact that I could do this, right? Okay, I can do this. Okay. The one thing I'm actually happy about is that I'm more likely, and I've done a lot with what I have. I mean, there's more I can do, and I plan on it a bit, hopefully. One thing I am happy about and sort of proud about is being able to finish the tower. And it's not saying I could not if I have more space and even more money, or somehow get a hold of some buildings, whatever. Look at that. You just shut it down, and you can make copies now. Okay. So yeah, one thing I'm really happy about. One thing I'm very happy about, very excited about, is that I'm able to finish, or able to build into this. Yes, it would be ideal to have You know, I've seen some amazing buildings from amazing people, and they are great. I just, again, if you have the money, go for it. I'd encourage you to go for it. Just do it. But if you don't have the money, don't be discouraged. Look at small city builds. I'd say build into one tower. To me, that's easier because then you're not building a lot of little buildings. Because I can't have a lot of little buildings floating around either. So it's all in one tower, and I just stack them. And then I put like a fake elevator in there. You can see it. And it just works for what I can do. Now you could use the full 32 by 32 base plate. I would just, you know, build one solid tower all the way up to the sky. But I have a couple businesses on the other side that were Christmas part of a Christmas tram thing. I have the tram, and that's why it's different. Okay, let's see, what is this? Okay, so we close this and it sits like that. Okay, cool, awesome. Does that? Okay, that does work like that. Look at copier. Okay, so that's over with. You built your copier. Oh yeah, here. Okay, so there's your copier. You can open it up. But me buying like one of these things for now. Now I'm not saying I couldn't buy more or find other like maybe stuff. They used to have other office stuff. I'm just amazed I can't see it anymore. But buying at least one of those, it works. So anyway, let's see. So we finished the copier. Now we're on to the board. Oh, cool. Okay. We're probably going to use 2 of these, or one of these at least. One of the big ones, yes. And then we're going to have all these little pieces surrounding it. So there you go. This is going to be the board, I believe. So, you know, like doing something like this for me, this most likely will complete. I'm not saying I wouldn't add a few more things to it depending on how much room I have. And this may complete that floor where I have a town hall, and that's fine. You know, and like my shops, like so I have, for instance, my grocery store does, you know, bakery stuff. It has a bakery. It's a bakery grocery store because I even put the baker sticker on there. I may put something else on there, but you know, it has some deli stuff and things like that. Now I may add a level in there somewhere in time if I could get the bricks to do it. That's the other thing, is getting the bricks that I need to build the building, or to build that, is to add in a, okay, we gotta put this on, is to add in a, what do you want to call it? Is to add in a restaurant level. And even though I have food trucks, and that's another thing, Mobile City, look into food trucks. I bought food trucks. I love the food trucks. They are actually awesome. Okay, so it's awesome to have that. It's awesome to have food trucks. Okay, so there you go. Here's that. Oh yeah, I'm very excited to have food trucks. Because it adds something to your city. It's mobile. I could put it away, and I do. I have them away. And if I want to display them or put them out for a bit, I can. And then I can move them around because the table that I use doesn't just get used for this. That's partly why I'm excited to kind of get building again more. And when I get building, I got to just kind of get in there and build so I can make room on the table for other stuff. It would be cool if I just had a Lego table. That would be a great future for me, is to one day have nothing but a table to build on just for Lego, or display what I do have of my Lego city and stuff like that. So that would be a cool deal to add in the future. So yeah, there we go. So here we are, and we're going to lock this in. I guess you can kind of show ups and downs and stuff like that. That is cool. Kind of cool. That is cool. Okay. I like to say that word sometimes. That's just kind of my go-to phrase, I guess. Okay, there you go. Look at that. There you go. That's awesome. That is awesome build, actually. Okay. Here you go. Look at that. You can see your town hall. Now, you could use this if you have a bigger city or a smaller city. I would say buy this. I really would. Just for the fact, that's why I bought it. Like, just for the fact of the matter that you have, all this cool stuff. Okay, what's on the top? On the top is all flat pieces. So let's see if I can find all the flat pieces that I can find. If I find any other, I'll just add it, because it all gets added on the top. So there you go, flat pieces, business charts. This is what that is. But this, for my town hall purposes, it's just going to be used as a town hall type of thing. You know, for trying maybe the city's success and stuff. Right now, the city success would be high in my city, so that's a cool. Oh, we're not adding that. Good I looked. We're adding something else that reverses back. That's, you know, it's cool with what Lego's come with over time and what people have done with Lego. So yeah. But like, so my encouragement is like with mine. Yes, you don't get discouraged by big cities. There are people out there, like I said, with the town hall situation, because I think every town should have basics of stuff, because that's how a town runs. You know, you have basic transportation, basic delivery services, things like that, basic garbage services. So if you can build a Lego city and add at least the vehicles, like I have a garbage truck, I have, you know, so a little bit of everything that would help make your city run. Now you can always play it, and I play it on the fact a little bit until I add that some of my stuff is anonymous, you know, is delivered, like you order it, like you would order and it comes through, you know, to fill up my gas station. But if I got my own gas truck, then they can go pick up their own fuel whenever they felt like it, and not had to wait or depend on other outside Lego cities to do the delivery. So that's my idea right now until you get certain things. I'm rebuilding again. I did used to have a lot of like fire trucks, gas trucks, things like that. Things happen, and so I'm kind of rebuilding again. But this time I really want to do more with it. I want to do more. Okay, so we're still looking for that one piece. Where's that one piece? But I am excited, and so having this, even though I was doing quite a bit, and I wish I could have done more. I'm glad, I guess, in some ways I've restarted, not totally, but a little bit, because it gave me an opportunity a little bit to show that, hey, you know, you can build. I don't want to say no matter the budget, but I think if you got started somewhere, you can slowly build up something and make something over time. Don't do it all at once if you can, and you're like, hey, I could do it, and then show your journey. Show your journey on YouTube if you can. That's always a cool thing, because then you can hopefully maybe even inspire people. Okay, where is that piece? Yeah, maybe you can inspire people. That's what my word of thought for today is. You know, maybe you can inspire people to do something. I hope it didn't get used in somewhere else. That's what I'm afraid of. Did it get used somewhere else? I don't see it. Or am I blind? I may be blind again, by the way, on this stuff. Because you hunt and peck for stuff. That's that. Anything? I'm looking for something. I'm looking for that one piece that I can't seem. Oh, there it is. There it is. So it's just hiding a little bit from me. There you go. You put that on there. You shove that in there. But getting something like this to help you, even just to help you get an idea and help you get started, is not a bad deal. I'm glad for this, because now I can kind of, you know, maybe replicate some of it, or maybe buy it again. I may buy it again. But for this probably will be one of the few I buy for now. I'm not saying I couldn't do something similar in the future, but that's one of the few I'd buy. Okay, I'm already trying to put stuff together. Okay, so I got all this. Look at this is your chart thing, tracking your city. So there you go. I'll put it or your office. I'm using it for my city mayor. So yeah, he'll be able to track how the city's doing. Now let's get started onto the final builds. Okay, there you go. We're gonna look a little bit. Okay. Okay, here we go. I guess we're filling the table, but how are we filling the table? I need to look at this. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, I'm not just putting it. I don't want to just put it any way. I could have, but I really don't want to. So we're gonna make it look cool. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna build this little table like this. Here you go. We're gonna build it like that. Okay, so there, at least we got that, the flat part of it. Okay, flat table. I actually kind of like that. I guess you could change it if you want to add like a few flat bricks that have a hole on them where you can tack like a computer. Later I could do that, I guess, if I wanted to, and make another, like a couple areas for someone to work at. but it's a table. They work at it anyway, so I may not do it, but you could do it, I guess. Build your own tables. You can build probably your own desks too. Let's see here. What are we looking at now? I want to see what we look at for our table. There is a 3-piece for 3. Okay, so let's start with the 3 pieces. I have a feeling they are at the very, okay, they're at the very end. Okay, so we gotta have some 3 pieces here. I have a feeling, okay, there's a 3-piece, 3-piece, and I think it goes down the middle as a 3-piece and a 4-piece. Okay, we gotta get this done. Okay, so this is better than what I had in my, well, I think in my house I may have even had just a computer, a small office for my mayor, and yet we had more buildings, which is funny. It is actually funny to say that, because that's literally what happened in my first Lego City. Because I think I planned on having one being a town hall, you know, actually building a town hall in the future or something. Never happened. Things happen, you know, like I said, and it just never happened. So yeah, so it's great to do some rebuilding. But my biggest thing for my Lego City that I've depended on, here you go, look at, there's your table, for your conferencing. It's not bad. That's actually not a bad size. I didn't really know sometimes how big the size was. Not bad. It will, we'll see, we'll fit it in. We'll fit it in. I believe it will fit. Okay. So there you go. There is your table. It's finished. It's a finished table. Look at that. Look at that. That flat place. Okay. Alright, finished table. Okay, so I want to go ahead and build this thing, but I need to build the water cooler. That's right. Okay, let's get this. And let's put, yeah, you saw in the box, there's quite a bit in there. So that's what I'm trying to say. I keep getting distracted a little bit. But buy this kit and make one of your levels and your 32 by 32 base plate town hall. And maybe they could have work, and you can combine quite a bit of stuff. Don't be afraid. You're small, okay? And in real life, there are places that are combined, that aren't like they don't have all the like every building, like they don't have every building in their town or city as, you know, that, you know, or they're built close together, but they don't have every building as separate. I know there's one town, I can't mention the I can mention the name. I mean, I'm not, anyway. There's one town, I can't think of the name. That's what I meant to say. That is, I think it's in Canada, I want to say. I may be wrong. It's way up north. But it's in like Canada, and they operate out of one building. That's all they do. Solid building. So that gave me some inspiration, because there's a real town in real life that does it. I forget the reasons. I know they had some disasters, but anyway, there's some reasons, but they just operate in one building, and they were popular one time on YouTube. There were quite a few people that visited it because they were impressed that one full town could operate out of one building, and so that gives encouragement. It's like, hey, it can happen, right? So where a town could, in theory, operate out of one tall building, and they have the post office, they have everything, except they did add 2 buildings. I think they changed it by the time some of the people saw it. They changed it. They have 2 buildings, 2 other buildings now. I think police station and the school, and that's it. But most of the other people, their shop, their church, it's all inside the building. Now, what would be funny is in the future they build a church. You know, then they could spread out a little bit if they wanted to that way. But everything else is in one town. They live that way, and they seem pretty happy about it. So, hey, more power to them. Okay, there's your water cooler. So that's how my town operates right now. One town. There you go. And one building, I mean. So, it's real. And there's a real life town. You probably look it up. You probably find it. Hopefully you can. I don't know if I could find it anymore. You know, crazy, huh? Here, now we're building the plant feature. This is going to be kind of cool to add into your office. But that's just how it is. You know, you have one town. I think they have a train that goes through, and I think cruise ships stop there for some reason, which is kind of cool. They stop by that area. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool. I think it's up towards Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so it's just one of those it's just one of those things that, hey, don't be discouraged. You can, if you need inspiration, you can find inspiration to building a simple town or simple building, like what I'm doing, I guess. I thought there was. Where's the other one? I thought there was 2 of these. Maybe I'm missing a piece now. Oh, I better not say that because I may actually accidentally find that piece. It may be under something that I don't know. Well, if I'm missing a piece, I'm missing a piece. I could always probably pull from something else to finish some of this. I don't. Oh no, I'm not missing a piece. Thank God. See, that's why I gotta be careful. I'm not missing a piece. Whew. Okay. So here we go. Again, and there's 2 of these now. So there's your 2 little office plants. I have other plants, and yeah, that's another thing. Buy decor, buy some stuff. I would love to finish my. I think that's one of my goals. I think should be one of my goals is finish what I do have. And then if I decide to add another 32 by 32 base plate, maybe in the future, maybe. But even finishing what I have would be a goal. Would be an awesome goal just to build stuff and build the inside. I'm happy to have even a basic hospital. Even it will work for my. It's what it works. It's how it works out. So at least they do have some medical care, right? I mean, I would love to build a big, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put these in. I've been wanting to do this, putting these drawers in. It's great to have a big, beautiful hospital. I've seen some of these little medical centers or nice hospitals. I've seen some small ones too, but some big ones that actually will run like actual hospitals. You know, they have like surgery rooms, recovery rooms. I saw one that several recovery rooms. Like if I were in that, I would feel like I was in a real hospital because I've been in a real hospital. But it's just not. But in your Lego town and in my Lego town, if you don't, you're lucky to. You're glad to just have a basic hospital. And alternative Lego does offer that ability to build that basic hospital. Here you go. This is going to be like your coffee station, your and this is going to be our coffee station for my Lego, or you can even say hot cocoa. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I'll say coffee station just for the fact of the matter. Ooh, that. Oh, well. I'm not going to put the cup because that's going to slide off. I can put it on later, even just as a deal. Yeah, let's see. There's 2 of these white pieces. It's cool. Nonetheless, it is cool. Coffee mug. Up here at least, that will stay on. And then we have a few coffee mugs for this office, which is nice. And then we have, what are we looking at? Oh, it doesn't stay there. Okay, cool. We're not going to put that coffee mug on there either because it won't stay. I could set it down and show you what it looked like after. But right now, if I remember, right now I'm just going to try to build the station and see if we can get at least the stuff on there. See, look at that. This is I love this type of build, man. I really do. Okay, so now let's see here. I'm going to put in, and I may be able to slide that underneath. We'll see if I can. If I can slide it underneath and it'll stay, I will keep it there. But let's put it on. Let's put it here. Let's put our coffee mug here. Okay, hold on. Actually, what I love, that would be one of the things I love to do, would be having an actual coffee shop. Since, you know, and I did sort of have one, but see, what I'm thinking about doing is one of my levels, and I've thought about it for a while, one of my levels, okay, let's put this on there, and let's see if we can even slide this. No, you can't. So, what I'm trying to do, because they act like you can do it. Okay, hold on. Really? Oh, wait a minute, no, you can't. Because what they're trying to do... Never mind, you may not be able to do it. They're trying to do it like this. Actually, so I'm... But see, look at like this coffee thing. Oh, now it actually may stay in there. Look at that. Yeah, it stays in there. Oh, good. Okay, so what I may actually do, though... like I could... That's easy. I think I have plenty of pieces like this. I could duplicate that, make a coffee shop. Or like a little coffee area. Anyway, what I would like to do is I would like to build like this little even though I have food trucks, and I would say recommend food trucks as an easy way. I do have stuff because I used to actually have a piece to shop. I do have stuff left over from my Lego stuff. I just don't have instructions anymore for half that. But So rebuilding and keeping my instructions is important to me. But okay, so here we go. We're building the top of this now. And we're putting these like my things that we used for mice as part of the office deal. And then we're gonna put, I don't know if this coffee mug will stay under. If it does, great. Oh yeah, sorta. It will. It's not gonna slip out super easy like I thought it would. There you go. There you go. It'll stay there long enough. See, there you go. Your coffee, espresso, coffee machine situation. There you go. That's probably more like a Keurig. That's probably more like a espresso machine. So there you go. There you go. There's your. That's really cool to have that. There's your office stuff. Okay. So just gives me ideas. The only problem would be is I need shelving like this, but it still gives me ideas for like a coffee type shop, or well, what I'm trying to say is the fast food, because my town is small. Again, this is how I have to think, because when your town is small, okay, you're going to, now we're building the chairs, you're going to think differently. But what I'm going to say is this, so I'm going to probably put a little food place. Fast food, I have stuff for pizza and all that. I've always had, I at least had a pizza shop, a actual Lego pizza shop. I have stickers from it. I have I had a Lego pizza shop. I could reincorporate and just do some things and make another one. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I can make like what I call a fast food place. You'll see it. We have one in our town, which because I think we include a lot of more fast food places, but they do what they call, I see it a lot more in other places where they'll combine fast food, like it'll be McDonald's, Pizza Hut or something like that, and then one will be a so they'll do that, or Burger King. Like in our town we have AMW and KFC, so they're combined. So that's, I came up with my Lego City and said I could have what I call a fast food place, but it also has like a coffee shop. They'll do coffee, they'll do fast food things, because I can't have an actual full, and coffee shops generally, even in Lego, can be small. So that's what I do, unless they do a coffee truck. But even if they did a coffee truck, I may do this one thing. So here we go. We're building up these chairs. How many chairs are we going to have by the end of this? I wonder. It'll be quite a few. But yeah, so that's another thing you can look at, guys. So so don't be too discouraged if you're building your own little Lego city. Just I've done it over time, and I've been excited about it. I'm glad for the food trucks, though. I have quite a few of those, and so having a mobile thing, I put them away. I put them away with my other vehicles, but I have them. I can pull them out and put them with my Lego City and stuff. And well, you'll get more into it. Okay, here we go. It's just encouragement. You got to figure it out. So how many do we have of these chairs that we had to build? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, we'll shove those off to the side too. We may pull it all together and see what all it looks like in the end. Let's see. Oh, nope, don't go anywhere. Okay, there's one white piece left. Maybe one piece left after this. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, I rushed ahead to build the chairs. It's fine. The chairs could be built. I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out this, and what I'm going to do, I want to be careful. I'm going to put packaging. Now I do have a mail. A postal service, but it's with the bank, and that's another thing you have to think about. I put it with the bank on purpose because it's small. It's really not that big in the grand scheme of things, and even in our little town, they don't deliver, so they work with the bank. So the bank, and they share the same offices, and they share, there's a postal deal there, so they could deliver packages. They do have a bicycle, because I only had 2 postal people. That's the other thing. I didn't get into the whole, I wish I could have gotten a postal truck. The only postal truck I have, which I've borrowed from, it's supposed to be Christmas, but it would work as a truck too. But the only is a Christmas one that the elves drive, and it's the one they still sell. So we bought it one year, and I did, it was fun. But I now use it for the postal in my city as a truck, as the only truck they have. I would love to get another Lego postal or USP type truck, mail truck. I've thought about that. That may be cool. That would be actually really cool. So yeah, you just got to do that, and then you can build on. There you go, your packages. Okay, then you can build on, do stuff. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I will say these stickers are interesting though. Okay, there you go. There's your packages. And the other thing is, the final thing is stickering. Oh, here, there's your little bucket. I don't know if there's anything in the bucket. Is there anything in this bucket? I could put something in the bucket. It doesn't show anything in the bucket. Okay. I may put something in the bucket. I may put this white piece in the bucket. There you go. There's nothing really in the bucket, I guess. I'll put the white piece. There's the coffee cups for your offices, stuff like that. Oh, here, hold on. Let me do one thing. Let me pull back out this office, and let me see if I could slide in the coffee mug. Oh, wait, hold on. Will it even fit there? They act like it'll fit there. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, it'll fit there. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm gonna put another one. I'm gonna put it, I mean, they didn't do it that way. I'm just going to, because it's easier just to put it on so you don't lose any of this stuff. Okay. The assistant has coffee too. Okay. See, so yeah, there you go. And then the other one, I want to make sure I showed it. There's your little extra. Oh, come on. There's your little extra. There you go. There's your little extra stuff for your office. Okay, I'll put that off to the side. And here we go. Extra coffee cup. Okay. Let's start stickering this stuff. Okay, there's quite a few of these. So business report. Well, I could say that this will probably be city report. But yeah, so this is just how it is, and this is my town. And that's the thing, you can, at least you have something, right? At least you could display something, even if it's in one tower. I could put the tower, there's a spot for the tower, so I just put it away in its little corner, and it just sits there. It looks kind of nice. I mean, it's out of the way, and so that's its spot, right? And that's what I like. It sits out of the spot, and there you go. Right? So, yeah, we'll try and do the best we can with these stickers. Like I said, I'm not the greatest with stickers. If some of you are out there better, great. I am impressed. But, so, hopefully I didn't do these wrong. But that's fine. I'm going to keep them on there. I'm not going to worry about peeling them off or something. Oh, they're special stickers. I guess they're like tattoo stickers. I'm not going to pull them off. I'm just going to keep them on. So, here you go. It's okay. But, yeah, the next thing... all my floors are filled with something now. They didn't used to be that way. There was 2 floors empty. This year, I've changed that, and this is one of those things. The first thing I done is the hospital floor level. I'm glad I did. It's just above the police station police station, fire station, offices. They used to all share the same building. The police and firemen still share it, / EMTs now. But the hospital actually moved out of there, and so it opened up an office space for at least the fire department to have a place to go to, and have a little place to go to. They're not going to be able to sleep there or anything much, but they'll have an office, and they still help out, right? They'll still answer calls and stuff like that, and it helps with some of the office. So, hey, that helps. We're a small department anyway. I mean, most everything's operated in one building. Except right now, except for some food trucks and so you need a little bit of a town hall, and we have that now. Or this for the level that's going to be called part of the town hall. And there you go. So that's what you got to do. You got to, and then you never know what the future may hold. Well, I'll see. But there you go. There it is. Let me get my copier out. Let me see if I could slide any of this in, if it will actually slide in. No, it won't. It'd be cool if it did. But there you go. There's your little report stuff. I don't even know if you can add this on top. Oh, they have it weird. I don't know if that's just because... Hey, let me look at the bucket. Can I do it that way? No, I probably couldn't. But yeah, they have it on top, like stacked like that. I don't know if I do that. I may keep these as tiles somewhere. But there you go. There's your tiles. How many? How many? We need to count. 1, 2. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 1, 2, yeah, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So you get 8 tiles. Get some weird bucket thing. That's probably, I just put the white. That's an extra white thing. You don't have to do that. And then here's your, here's all your little office stuff, guys. Table. This will be great for a small town hall. It'll be great for, let's say you have a small business in your Lego city. This will be great for that too. But for me, it's going to work as a town hall. Let me slide this over here. Let me get this out of the way. We're done with this. This is the structures. We'll keep these because we could probably reduplicate some of it if we choose to build like the table maybe or something like that. Here, there's this. Here's your office stuff. Here's your, your liquids, water, coffee machine. Here's your, and this will be perfect for my town hall. And then of course, so let's see. I'm curious if I could do that. Yeah. At the end there. And then you have your packages, your plants that you would set up. Well, you'll have to see it. There'll be an update eventually here, where I'll update my Lego City hopefully, and soon hopefully. We'll see when that happens, and we'll put this happen. So there you go, and then we'll go from there and see what we can do with. There you go. And for now, this is my mayor's probably office, and this is his assistant, and then he can work with other town people. It's a small town, not a lot. So there you go, and then we'll have to kind of, we'll put stuff in, but it's great. It's a little great deal, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, here, let's slide this to the corner. Let's slide this to the camera view. There you go, look at that. Oh yeah, and you have, you have your little board, which we finished. Your little board. Our city's doing great right now. It's going up. Okay, which it is because it's growing still. Here's our little offices for running the town. This could be just for your office. Like I said, this is just for my town hall purposes. That's in the one building. And then here's your chairs. There's 1, 2, because you're going to have them for the desk. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. There's this. You could probably build more. Those are easy. Just find certain cross pieces. That would maybe, but you could. Who knows? Maybe you'll find those online, and then you can just build up these chairs if you want to do it similar. So some of the stuff will be easy to replicate. Some of it may be hard. I think this is fairly easy if you could find these. I haven't seen these as bulk. Maybe I need to go somewhere and find them. But if I could find them as bulk, I could build different ones, even for fast food. What I was trying to say with this was I want to build a fast food place that will have Lego fast food type stuff, maybe like burgers, pizza, coffee shop. It'll all be in one building, and you don't have to have. You just build like a simple coffee machine, simple cookery area, and they'll just cook pizza and burgers and stuff like that. So I could do something like that. That's what I was talking about. So, or maybe it'll be a taco shop because I have a burger truck. So it depends on what stickers I have that I can build a fast food level. That would just be for my town. My town's small anyway. So there you go. Oh, and other things that were included in this. Can't forget those other things. They were off on the side. I'm putting them here on the table. Here's 2 laptops. I've had laptops from different Legos, mostly alternative. I think one came with some military stuff I have, but there you go. And your 2 suitcases. So my mayor, his assistant maybe, and then he also has a laptop he can take home, and his assistant maybe, or someone else. But that's probably what's gonna be because we're small. And there you go. That's all I could say about this whole set. This is what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed this build with me. Yes, this is an accessory. It could be considered a full build because accessories I thought were more smaller, but this is accessory to what I'm doing. It's accessory set, so I decided to put it as an accessory thing here on the Lego. But I hope you enjoyed it. The office build. Hopefully I'll add it soon within the final level that I have right now. That's finished level that I have that will be able to have these type of things in there, and now my city can start running and having its little town hall. And then I'll have to figure out my mayor and all that stuff in the future here. We'll see what I do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching these videos. I want to say God bless you. Till next time, next build. Keep building with Lego. Again, God bless you. And we'll see you in the next build. And hopefully next build, next Lego video, wherever that may be. Bye for now.